This podcast is intended for educational purposes only. For our full disclosure, please visit NC-MIDWIFERY.com and our podcast page. Well, welcome back to Season 2 of More About Birth, here in the studio with our hosts, Shannon Bennett and Angie Henson, and they have a special guest today. Before we introduce her, let's remind you that this is available on YouTube at More About Birth, Shannon Bennett, as well as multiple audio locations. Hey, ladies.
Hi, we are back with More About Birth, and as you can see, we all have our babies.
I don't have a baby.
This is your baby too. This is Zoe, and she's very wiggly squiggly. We told you that we'd introduce our new fur baby this week.
Hey, Zoe.
This is Zoe. I don't know what Angie's got over here. This thing ain't even real.
Hey.
And we'd like to introduce you to Dot Mitchell, a friend of ours, and her little baby Tommy. And she's here today to talk to us about baby wearing, and I'm super excited about it. And I know Angie and I have a lot of questions. So, Zoe, you're going to go play with Daddy. Go get Daddy. All right. I'm babyless.
She doesn't really want to leave. I'll share.
I'm babyless. That baby is not real, Angie.
Our dog is part of our podcast.
Yeah, if you see her coming and going, it's okay. So, you are a part of a group called
The Carrying On Project.
The Carrying On Project. And you can actually contact you and find out even more about this group than we will talk about today on Facebook. What is your Facebook page?
It's TCOP Mid-Columbia Babywearing.
Okay, we'll have Keith put that up on the screen.
I just think it's fascinating. Wearing babies. This is going to be fun.
Wearing babies.
This is baby wearing. Some people get really confused when they hear the term baby wearing. They're like, what are you wearing your baby?
Wearing your baby.
So yours looks real. Angie's doesn't look quite real.
No.
We just have him really well trained.
Can you show me how to do that for the dog?
Turn.
Turn your head. Look into the camera. So, why in the world do we want to wear our babies?
There's a million reasons to wear your baby.
Tell us.
So this week, I have worn my baby even more than normal because he's been teething. And so it's a great way to help fussy babies to calm down. And so there's less crying. He's been a lot happier up here. Another great thing is it gives me my hands.
Yeah.
So I am a mom of 4, and working with my 6-year-old on the virtual school has been so much fun with a fussy baby.
Yay.
So I put him in my wrap, and then I still have my hands free, and I can work with my 6-year-old.
Wow. So this is a online school tool.
Yes.
Online
For
school
mom.
tool.
Wear your baby. Can you wear your preschoolers?
You can,
toddlers?
but they do have baby carriers in toddler sizes and preschool sizes.
Wow.
So some
I
people,
didn't know that.
especially kids that have disabilities, it can be especially helpful for.
Wow, that's exciting.
Well, Angie, you wore your babies a lot. I mean, it's been 20 years since I wore a baby. You even brought a couple of your favorite slings with you today. So I think we're going to do some demonstrations and have Dot show us how to wear different types of slings. And Angie has her baby, so maybe she can show us a few things. Let's talk a little bit more about the benefits of baby wearing. So go ahead and tell us, why would we want to wear our baby?
So, one interesting thing that I just read about this week is that baby wearing can actually decrease postpartum depression. And part of that has to do with
It's that hormonal
the
cocktail.
oxytocin, because when you have your baby right here close to you, you're producing more oxytocin, more of that bonding hormone. So it's great for bonding.
Love it.
And it's also helps build confidence because your baby tends to be less fussy. Although,
But that's only because of the timing, right?
yeah.
On the set, the camera, lots of
On
lights.
set- well, and he's teething, so there's that too.
So what are some other benefits?
Let's see. It's great for bonding, and part of that is that your baby is right here, and so you interact with your baby a lot more. You talk to your baby throughout the day, whatever you're doing, and your baby is experiencing what you're experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're going through that together and talking and bonding, which is good for the baby's learning and good for the bonding.
Right. If you need to stand up and bounce, feel free.
That
Yeah.
might work better.
Yeah, feel free.
He's used to being standing.
This is laid back.
So yeah, let's see, what else is there? It's good for your posture and for the baby's posture. So while you're wearing your baby, this helps build their torso strength and their neck strength.
Well, and we kind of have to stand up nice and tall.
And yeah, where you're with this wrap, I have it supporting all the way down and around my body. And so as I'm using good posture, that spreads that weight, which makes it easier to hold them. And so it's good for mom's body posture and torso strength, and for the baby's body posture and torso strength, just like with tummy time. So, yeah.
We had a wayward pacifier.
All the time.
Angie and I were talking earlier. Angie, tell her what we were talking about as far as one of the ways to
history.
have hands-free is to wear your babies on your back, which makes us think about the history of baby wearing.
Yeah. Just talking about the cultures that are so good at doing this. That it's to them, it's second nature to strap their baby on their back and just keep doing their work. And I was saying, I really want to master that trick, that way of doing it, because I have carried my babies a lot, but I have not done that, especially with a small baby. So if I ever have another one, or just with my special little model here, I would really love to master that. And Dot was saying that she does that and knows how to do that. So I think that's super
We're
cool.
going to have you show us with the model baby, just in case it's a fail.
Well, so baby wearing has been around forever. I mean, like, across cultures, you see it in indigenous cultures and in Asian cultures and in Hispanic cultures, like pretty much across.
Well, I always think
world.
about the papoose board with the Indians. I always, even when I was a little girl, thought that was so
A
cool
papoose board.
to wear your baby.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Even locally, we have a statue of Sacagawea, and she has a baby strapped to her back. So
Wow,
that's
that's
kind of
cool.
fun. And so, like, it's been around for forever, and it just gets easier and easier because in the past, people had to mostly just use cloth. And nowadays we have rings to make this into a ring sling, so I don't have to tie it, and buckles and all kinds of different things. And so it's
So
gotten
what
easier and easier.
about the safety? Angie, do you remember reading a while back? There was kind of some stuff going around about be careful with your babies in slings because babies have suffocated. So
Right, which I think deters people from wanting to do that, especially with their little babies. I mean, you do have to be careful of their airway, right? But moms have been carrying their babies like this, like we just said, forever and ever, without issue. So tell us a little bit about that, the airway things that you have to watch for, and is it okay to carry your baby from day one?
So absolutely, you can start carrying baby from day one, even premature babies, if they're not if you're able to hold them, you pretty much can wear them. It is important to make sure that you know how to use your baby carrier correctly, and the safety tips that I'm going to teach you real quick. A couple ways to find out. You can YouTube videos. There's a lot of YouTube videos, but there's also a lot of places that you can go to learn. So like at the Carrying On Project, we have a couple of people that are trained in safety.
did you want your handout?
Yeah. And so
I can take it from you if you want.
hey,
Did we
where's
have
that
you
pacifier?
I probably should get it rinsed off.
Okay, so at the Carrying On Project, we have educators that can help you learn how to use your carrier safely. You can look at YouTube. Another great resource is finding a small mom and pop shop that sells baby carriers. And usually those people
Do
know
we have
how.
any of those in
So-
Tri-Cities right now? I know Swanky Babies.
Swanky Babies is gone, but she was great. Sassafras does carry carriers, and I believe that she knows at least some about using those carriers.
Do you know of any others?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one that I know of that sells baby carriers besides the big box stores.
Right. So you have
So
some
I do
safety
have some
tips
safety
for
tips.
us.
I'll give this to
We'll give it to Keith so we
To
can
Keith so
have
we
it
can
on the
Sure.
webpage
On the webpage.
for download.
They can go on the webpage to download it.
Okay, and that's NC-MIDWIFERY.com.
And it's on the screen.
And so you can use the acronym TICS to help you remember these safety things. So one thing is you want your baby to be tight to you. So when you lean forward, your baby shouldn't fall away from you. I do support his head, but your baby's not going to fall away from your body.
can hold
So
this for you.
tight to your body. Eye is in view at all times. So you don't want to put your baby in the sling and have his head inside the sling so that you can't see him. That's a concern for his airway. So you want your baby to be in view at all times. Now when you're wearing your baby on your back, that's a little bit different, but his head is still, baby's head is still out and like can be seen. Close enough to kiss. So I can kiss my baby. When you have your baby close enough to kiss, it's easier to be aware of your baby's breathing and easier to keep his chin off of his chest, which is the next one. His chin off of his chest. So when baby's chin drops to their chest, that cinches their airway.
So I had trouble with that in the ring sling 20 years ago when I tried to do the lying down position.
Right.
So I always felt like I had to roll up a diaper or something and put kind of right behind the lower neck.
So you
keep
do need
that
to
from
be
happening.
careful when doing it in what you're talking about.
And maybe that's not even safe. I mean,
You can do
It's like the
a
cradle,
cradle
right?
hold. Your baby's head should still be
but you want
outside
their
of the
head
carrier.
out still.
If you have the baby's head in the carrier, you're more likely to have breathing issues. So you keep baby's head out of the
Because he's
carrier.
lying back
And
like
now
this
he's got
now.
both feet over here and he's lying back. And this can be great for nursing. It can be great for sleeping.
That is the greatest benefit of all of baby carriers, right?
Oh,
Right.
Nursing on the go.
So-
Ring slings are actually my favorite for nursing on the go. So,
Guess we just have one more.
right. The last one is supported back. So babies' backs are naturally curved. And you want their back to stay in that natural curve shape. And so you don't want to be tightening your carrier so tight that it pulls their back
So they're like
out of
in
that
a straight
curve.
line.
Yeah, you don't want them in that.
Okay.
It's tight enough that it's supporting their back, but it's not pulling them out. And it does need to support them well enough that they're not slumping.
I
Because
think
when a
I wore
baby
my babies
slumps,
wrong.
It's too
that
late.
explains a lot.
It's too late now. Sorry, kids.
That explains a
He
lot.
looks so happy.
so yeah, you want their back supported well enough that they can breathe. Because when their back's not supported, then they'll roll into themselves, and
Yeah.
that can
This
cut off
is
airway.
really good.
So if they're sleeping, is it important to have them in that position? If they were
Nope.
napping? No, either way, huh?
No, whatever's more comfortable. I actually don't ever wear my babies this way.
Okay.
I almost always have them in this position. And even when they fall asleep, I'm gonna fix his seat a little bit. Even when they fall asleep,
Just tucks under his bum, so he's
Yep.
kind of in a
that's what
sitting
keeps
position.
him in, is this fabric is up between him and me. And like, he's not going anywhere.
Wow.
And then if he falls asleep and needs a little rest behind his head, I can just roll that over. And he's got a little
Oh,
crafty.
tricky.
Or if I'm nursing, I can use that to
Wow.
cover myself.
I didn't know what I was doing, clearly. Well, Angie, you brought a couple of slings that were your favorite. Tell us why.
Well, I can tell you about it. I don't have it. It's in the other room. But so mine is a style that has an extra padding right here. It's the same ring sling, but it has extra padding. And then my favorite feature is it has a zipper pouch right here. So when my baby was the right age, I would carry him in this, facing out, kind of Indian style. Like, and then I can just put my little wallet and my phone in my wrap
nice.
and just cruise into the store. And that way you've got hands free to, keep track of the other kids. You don't have a purse or a diaper bag or anything. It's just your little things that you need right in this pouch and you're ready to rock and roll.
And
So
what
that
was the
one of
name
my,
of that one?
that's a Maya wrap. It's actually a ring sling, but it's called Maya wrap. And
Okay.
that's my go-to. That was my favorite. I just loved that feature with the pocket in the front. And it was,
So how many
Perfect.
different ones did you have when you were using them?
I have 3 different
Wow.
ones.
So that
Yeah.
was the third one you found that you liked?
Don't ask me that
Only
question.
30.
I think it was my second. They all kind of do different things. Some of them are good for different ages, and some of them are good for different outings, depending on the type of, wearing that you're doing. So
Wow, that's
Which
fascinating.
is actually a good time to bring up the fact that how many slings did you say this group owns?
So I have 4 suitcases, large suitcases
4
in my garage
suitcases.
of carriers.
That's amazing.
There's approximately 100 different carriers.
Now, these all yours or
available.
your groups?
These are the groups.
Okay.
So
Different
they don't belong
brands?
to me. Different brands,
That's
different types of
crazy.
carriers, several
But you
different
don't have a
brands.
clue how many you have.
How many I have
Yeah,
personally?
personally.
Kind of like a woman in her
True
fabric.
confessions.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
It's like, how many pairs of
Shoes.
shoes do you have?
Pretty much.
That's
I think
classic.
I have more baby carriers than shoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I've got about 10. I
Wow.
think I've got about 10 carriers that are my personal carriers.
Hey, that's okay when you're the expert. You got to try them all out.
Exactly.
so
Well, and I
why?
liked different carriers with different babies. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, ring sling's been pretty much, I like it across the board. For some things, I don't want to hike in this. Because
Exactly.
it's all on one shoulder, and as my babies get a little bigger, having it all on one shoulder is not always great. So and different babies have liked different styles, and they're different like shapes and sizes, and
so tell us why the group has all these slings and how does that benefit us in the community?
so the point
Or
is,
those of you that have babies, that is. Like Angie.
Like this one. Yeah.
so part of it is just the education piece. So if somebody wants to know what carrier they should go out and buy, they can come and try on carriers. And they can try the Lila Baby, and they can try the Ergo, and they can try the Infantino. Those are brands that a lot of people
And you'll
know.
help them.
And we have them,
learn
and
to
we will
use
help
these?
them try them on. They can wear it around and try it and see if they like it. And if they want to try it more than just for the meeting, they can rent it and take it home for.
And
a month.
rental, what does that look like?
So we have 2 options for rentals. There's a 1-month rental, which is $5 for 1 month of one carrier.
Just
$5. That's
Wow.
incredible.
So do you have a YouTube channel too, did you say?
We don't have a YouTube channel. We do have a website, and we have a Facebook page.
Okay. So, and you said there's videos
But there's
available
a
online
lot
on
of
YouTube.
videos online. There's a lot of different people that do them.
A month for $5. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Now, what happens if you want to try lots
So
of
if you
them in
want
a
to try
month?
more than one, then the annual membership is the way to go. That's $25 for a year.
What?
It's amazing.
It's crazy,
That's
but we want to
awesome.
make it available for everybody.
I wish I had a baby to carry.
Serious.
We can
Zoe,
show
can we
you
do-
how to wrap Zoe.
Zoe, so yeah.
I've
That's
seen
classic.
people wear their dogs.
She's a puppy.
That is
Does that
carrying it
qualify?
Hey
It's a
guys,
little
if you
too
become
far.
those people, this might be over. I don't know.
I have never worn my dog or my cat. I have put stuffed animals in.
Are
but
you
that's
saying
for
that I
practice.
shouldn't wear Zoe? Is
I
what
gotta
you're
tell
saying?
you, I've been tempted because she was like, you couldn't leave her alone for 5 seconds, and I'm like, oh, I need a doggy carrier.
Learn something.
No, not gonna do
Hey,
it.
if
Not
you're
gonna
a
be that
tea,
person.
if you're a
Yeah.
tea
Go from
person or a dog lover, we love you too. Just
All
in
the
case
love,
anybody's
people.
wondering, we love
All
you.
the love.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super anxious to have people take part in this because, like
Yeah.
I said, I didn't even know about it,
Yeah.
and what an opportunity, you know?
Oh yeah, guys, it's a game changer. If you're not like a baby wearing aficionado, please give it a try because
What?
Did you use a big word again? Okay, we'll put the
Seriously.
definition on
What
the
are you gonna
screen.
do? Just
This is
shove
our
me
new
in the
segment.
closet or
This is
something. I
our
don't
new
know.
segment called Words by Angie.
Stop. Stop. If you haven't tried wearing your baby before, give it a try because it's a game changer. And you might think like the first couple times you try it, maybe you're sore in different places or maybe the baby doesn't like it. Give it some time for you to get used to it and the baby because I think once you get it down for cooking, for daily life, for taking care of other kids, for running errands, I think you're
Laundry
going to love
and
it.
vacuuming was when I always wore a baby sling.
Can we pause for a second? Because it is important. We want to educate everybody. So say that one more time, please.
Why am I saying it again?
The word. Because I'm fascinated.
Aficionado?
Cool. I love that.
Word. Okay.
Sometimes I read a lot, and every once in a while you just come up with one that I'm like, huh?
Huh?
What does that say about me?
I understood.
So, I wanna
It was
say
just a
one more
chance to give her a
thing.
hard
Yeah.
time.
About what Angie was saying, like if you've tried it and haven't liked it, one very possible reason is that your baby carrier doesn't fit you
Yeah.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's a good point.
If it's not the right carrier for your body, you're not going to be comfortable in it. I tried some of the, like all of the big brand ones. with my first son, and I hated them all. And I finally found I liked the May-dyes. And so I went that route.
Heard of that one.
I'll show you that one.
So when they come and try them out, then do you guys help them decide if it's fitting right? Like I remember the first time I went and bought shoes as a little kid, and this guy pushes his thumbs down in the front of the shoe.
Checks to see how much
yeah,
room you have at the toe.
and that's where I learned how to check shoes. So I would literally try a pair of shoes on now and do that. So how do they then know for sure that they're buying the right wrap for them?
So when you come to something like our group, the educators can help you. So we look for things like how it fits the baby's legs, and we look for the way that it's supporting the mom or dad, or it could be grandma or grandpa or babysitter. Anyone can wear a baby. They don't have to have a baby.
I love that dads wear their babies so much
Yeah.
nowadays. I love that.
I do too.
It's super helpful.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we there's things like if you don't have it adjusted right, it can strain your back. And so they're like, well, it's hurting here. Okay, well, let's move your straps a little bit and make an adjustment. And then
So
they're like,
basically,
oh,
it's
now
like
this
a
works.
fitting. They're going to come and you're going to try things, and you're going to tell them, oh, this one isn't so good for you. Let's try something else.
Which for that price, that is
That
an
is
amazing
amazing.
service, you guys. That is so cool. That's like posh. Go somewhere and get the royal treatment,
Yeah,
custom fitting. Like
seriously.
that's an amazing resource to have.
Well, and
you-
we'll help anybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to rent a carrier. And so for free, you can come and get help with your carrier.
Wow.
Or try on our carriers and see what you like, and then go buy something
Try
else.
on your 100 carriers.
Yeah.
So are we
we
going to
are
get a
a
demo here
nonprofit.
today before we're off
We
the air?
are
Yeah.
going to get a demo, but before we do that, real quickly, you told me about something where these people that have bought 10 different carriers and they really don't like any of them and they don't know what to do with them. You guys actually have something through your project.
So the Carrying On Project, like the main passion of the Carrying On Project is getting baby carriers into the hands of military families.
Wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
Great.
There's so much turmoil in their lives with moving and one parent being gone when they're gone on duty or boot camps or whatever. And baby carriers can really be a big tool in bonding. And so we want those military families to have that tool. And
That's
so we
awesome.
That
get
is so
donations and we send them to military families.
So
Awesome.
if you have extra carriers and you don't know what to do with them and you'd like to donate them, you can go to the website. You want to tell us that address again?
It's tcopmidcolumbia.org.
Awesome.
So TCOP. Shannon got it wrong when we were talking about it earlier, so just to clarify.
That's on the screen, so it'll also be in the notes on the YouTube video.
Well, let's talk about some of these carriers you brought.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I am not going to be able to strap Angie's baby on here, but can you do that with your
Yeah.
hands free holding a baby?
So this one is a May-dye.
Because I have no clue what I'm doing.
Some people
even
have
heard of
heard it
this one.
referred to as May-tie, but that's
I would have called it a Mai Tai.
I know,
So the-
right?
that's also
So the different styles have kind of their own category or only?
yes. So this is an Asian style carrier.
Okay.
So that's the category. May-dye is the name of this specific type of carrier. So there's a reason that we no longer call it May-tie because it's like polite. It's not
Okay.
What do we call it
Culturally
now?
culturally
Appropriate.
appropriate. That's the word. It's not
Culturally
culturally
appropriate.
I knew
appropriate.
you'd
Okay.
come up
We
with
don't
that.
call it a May-tie anymore, so we call it a May-dye. That's the culture's way of saying it. So we've got these straps that you strap on around your waist. And why don't you hand me the baby? Or
Yeah.
hand her the baby?
I can help with stuff if you tell me what to do.
So tie that around your waist.
That
You're
looks
going to
like
tie it
a-
on like an apron.
puzzle.
Like this?
Yep.
Like this high?
And you want it to be in a knot. You
Double
always tie
knot?
in a knot. A double
Square
knot.
knot.
So how do you get out of it?
You untie the knot.
Oh, you just turn it around, rotate it around and untie the knot?
Or
Okay.
you get a mom that's really
Okay.
talented at reaching
Are we
down.
putting our baby
So then
on
you put
this
your
way?
baby on. This baby's a
Okay.
little small, but that's okay.
We're gonna put
And
the
then you're
babies
gonna
in.
pull the straps over your shoulders. And then
Well, that
while
looks pretty
keeping
nifty, actually.
while keeping one hand on the baby, you're gonna pull the straps behind you and across. So like start with one
You want to turn around so we can see what you're doing?
There you go.
and you go across. And then kind of pull that tight over your shoulder so that's comfortable. And then
Uh-oh. What happened to my other one?
This one goes the other way. Wait, no. What did you do? Oh, there we go.
Crisscross?
This one. There we go.
Oh, there
So
it
pull
is.
it tight
There it is.
Underarm.
under your arm.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay, so she's got a cross on her back. And then you make,
There you go.
once it's good and snug and comfortable up here, you want that to be snug so that you're tight enough on the baby. Then you're going to cross and go under. And then we're going to put this cross under his bum.
So is this the one you would wear hiking?
I frequently did.
And
And then tie
typically
it in a
this
knot.
baby's head
back
would
again?
be, would be up out of here, right? You said it was
Yes.
a little bit.
And is it
Or-
right on the other side? Is it supposed to go around the side of the baby? There on this side?
Yeah, it's going under the baby's bum.
So
Okay.
it's going over the baby's leg.
Cool.
Oh, I've got to do it on this side. You're going over the baby's leg here, and that kind of closes off that side.
Cool.
And then it goes under their leg, and that closes off the sides, but it doesn't put pressure on their legs.
Cool.
And then it's tied in a knot. And if it's way long, you can wrap it around as many times as you want.
Yeah.
So each one
the
would
tail.
strap on differently. This is a tie one. The one you
Yeah,
have
I've
is a
never
ring.
worn this one
This is
before.
the main way to tie it, but you can tie it lots of different ways. You can
This
use it on your
one-
front, you can use it on your back, you can use it on your hip.
This
No,
one
this
looks
is-
super comfortable
It's this.
though.
I was just gonna say this is nice because it gives you the adjustability and the snugness of a cloth, but it's not quite as complicated as like the Moby or just the plain strip of fabric.
And isn't it
Or
true that
this? I'm going,
So this is a woven wrap.
like a bed sheet.
right?
This is a size 6 woven wrap, and the sizes have nothing to do with clothing sizes. It's just
Right.
the length.
Okay.
so that one you kind of create as you go.
Demonstrate this one with Tommy on you, or?
Well, I'm gonna have to take him down, and he might actually be happy.
Honey.
So
Oh,
a woven wrap is
baby.
great because you can do anything with a woven wrap.
And the pacifiers MIA again.
Real life with a baby.
That's
I will
great.
trade you.
Look at this. He's
Okay.
on camera.
So
Do you want
this
me to
is
take
Tommy.
this off
Oh,
of you?
cute.
Hi.
want me
I'm
to
just
take
gonna
this off
hand
of you?
him to you.
Okay.
So the nice thing about
Look, Tommy,
A
it's your
wrap.
first time on
You famous.
YouTube?
YouTube, not quite television. So the nice thing about a wrap is you can do like anything with it. You can put them on your
I
hips,
wouldn't
on
know
your
what
back,
to do with that.
whatever you want to do. So let's see. What do you guys want to see?
Something really ninja-like.
Well,
Ninja leg. There you
I
go,
can put 'em up
Angie.
on my
She
back.
used the ninja word. You can say something
Show
to
us
Shannon
this
now.
back thing.
so I am just going to ask you to
Hi.
spot me just in case.
Yeah.
I will spot you for sure.
So I usually use like a bed or a couch or something just to get things started. So I find my middle marker. Most wraps have a middle marker.
It has a little tag
It's a
on
little tag that shows you where's the center of this big long wrap.
And then I'm going to just set him right there on it.
it. Look at that smiley.
And this is my cheat.
She is. You want to
So
move
I
out of the
tucked
way
it-
for just a
I
second? so we
tucked
can
it
see?
into his pants.
Like a diaper.
Like a diaper. So not everybody does it that way, but I do that because it gives me a good seat so that that wrap is under his legs. And then, just to make things complicated here,
I don't know.
And then I'm gonna Superman him onto my back.
Woohoo!
Makes me nervous.
This is so cool, and I love this.
And I'm keeping one hand on the baby at all times.
This is ninja.
Look at her go.
And then
This is so cool.
I'm gonna take this one and wrap it over baby's leg and under his foot. Stick
Wow,
it
look
between
at
my
this
knees.
happening.
And then over this side.
So is this where we say don't try this at home?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do this at home, please have somebody spotting you.
Yeah.
He's like, Mama, I like this.
This is so cute.
And then you tie it in a knot.
and then
and-
turn around and let us see. Look at
Amazing.
On my back.
And I just got to see. The grandma in me is freaking out here.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, it's
good.
all the way up underneath there.
How does it feel?
Legs.
Pretty good.
are-
I just
now,
have to adjust this.
What about their legs?
Okay, so you're going over one leg and under the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
No, he's
And
fine.
No,
so
he's
it's-
not going anywhere. But will it be too tight on their legs? Or
Usually not. Now,
I'm not going to turn
if,
purple or.
if you tie it too tight, you're not going to be comfortable, and baby's not going to be
Hi,
comfortable.
buddy.
He likes it.
It's so
So,
cute.
yep, there he is. Up, oh, other side.
Cute.
Up on my back.
Peek.
No, the nice thing about putting them on your back, when you have them on your front, you've got these little T-Rex arms because you can only reach this far because the baby's taken up half your arm. So with them on your back, you can reach all the way.
You can go work in the fields and do whatever you got to do.
You could exercise. Look at that.
I have taught, so I was a Zumba instructor and I have taught baby wearing Zumba classes.
Oh,
That is so cool.
You
I
have
love
to be
it.
careful if you're going to be doing exercising to make sure that you're not doing anything that's too vigorous for the
well,
baby.
it looks like we just have a couple others. Maybe
So I'm gonna
hold the baby.
So I still have
I'm sorry.
I still have tension on this.
It's the grandma gene.
then-
I can't help it.
Plus, you would probably sit down on the edge of a couch to take this off, probably, normally.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
but this is what I do. I got him. I got him.
You've got your hair too.
It's okay. So I've got a hand on the baby.
Good job, Mama.
Wow.
I love it.
Look at you.
I know.
So good. You get a prize for
Poor
being our
little
helper
man.
today.
Would you like me to hold him and maybe you can demonstrate the other two with the doll and Angie, or is he going to be okay?
He might be okay.
Getting
Can you
manhandled.
hold him?
Yeah,
a
he'll
little
be
bit?
okay until he's not okay anymore. That's the way kids are.
A lot of baby carriers you put on before. Now let's see if this one fits me still. It fit me at one point. So this is kind of
No,
like
this is super
looks
weird.
like
I've
a
never
tube.
seen this.
this one is called
So you have two different
Tricotty.
sizes?
No, these are one carrier together.
Oh.
So this is similar to the Catan, although the Catan is connected with a loop and has a third loop.
Okay.
This one's just two pieces. So it's kind of the Moby idea without so much fabric. So you put it on one way,
Oh.
and then you put it on the other way.
Okay.
So you pull it on the other way. Okay. So, and then I pull my X down here. And then I'm going to get the baby.
Now that's simple enough that I could probably handle that.
Put one leg through one side and the other leg in the other side. So his bottom is on the X. He's probably right on my mic too. And then you take the bottom layer. Let's see. This one's the bottom. And spread it across. I know.
You're such a good
And spread it across so that you've got it spreading across his back. So it's a lot less
We're
fabric.
getting real sound effects, real baby sound effects.
Mama.
Hi, baby.
Here. Oh, you've got your hand now. So you've got a lot less fabric than the Moby wrap, but it's very similar.
Be a ninja.
Yeah. So this is, Catan is the most common brand of this type of carrier. And they have them in like mesh type fabric
I've
that
seen
breathes.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I've
And
seen
so-
that.
But these ones do have to be sized to the right size. So this is the most popular type. It's called
And I'm assuming that it would kind of,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
kind
one
of a
goes around the
backpack
waist.
style.
Yep.
and your arms go through there.
Yep.
It's called a soft structure carrier.
Yep.
And you buckle it around your waist. A lot of people call it a buckle carrier
Oh, and I
because
see
there are
you've got
buckles.
kind of some support down there.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
that would be the one
This
you
does
take
give you lots of support.
backpacking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is the most common one for backpacking and hiking, unless you're using like a still frame carrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, lots of good information. I think we'll let you off the hook here so you can tend to your baby. But this has been very informative.
Yeah,
Been great to
definitely
have-
Out of the
has.
It's been
loop.
great to have the real thing, not
Yeah.
just
Yes.
Angie's baby seems a little inanimate.
Angie's baby's like,
I told you this baby
so-
was well
That
trained.
baby is so well trained.
No fussing from that one.
That's right.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this was super fun.
Yeah.
Be sure if you have any questions to go to the website, NC-MIDWIFERY.com, and you can download some of the information on safety and get more information on their website and Facebook page.
And if you have anybody out there that you know could use this skill set to maybe, you could just simply share this video with them. Maybe they'll get the hint.
Yeah, right.
Makes me want one. I don't even have a baby to wear.
We have Zoe.
Kind of. Oh,
Stop.
not the dog. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you next
Thank you.
time.
Well, thank you for joining us here on Season 2 of More About Birth. Thank you, Dot, for joining us and teaching us about baby wearing. I hope you'll tune in to our YouTube channel on More About Birth, Shannon Bennett, as well as our audio podcast locations. We'll see you here next time. This podcast is intended for educational purposes only. For our full disclosure, please visit nc-midwifery.com and our podcast page.